Hello, this is the All Around Natural Beauty, and welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty Show. Well, I will take a moment here and welcome to the All Around. Thank you so much for stopping by. This here is the All Around Natural Beauty channel, where I'm passionate about helping people to overcome the fear of dealing with the pain and suffering of being a victim. We deal with our pain and suffering here so we can overcome and become survivors. And one of the things that we have been discussing here is the Shanquella Robinson femicide case. We've been talking about it now for the last 8 days or so, and it's been a roller coaster of emotions. You know, yesterday I couldn't even talk about it. It was super emotional because it started to trigger for me some memories of, we have in our family a femicide that happened about 10 years ago to my son's little sister. And she was 19 years old, Brittany Hines, and she was found unalived a couple of states away from her home state, and has been an unsolved, it's like just a regular femicide. So I'm knowing that the reason why I can't stop talking about the Shanquella Robinson case is because we're using her to be able to make a voice for all of the other femicides from the past, like my very own Brittany Hines, 19 years old, left behind a 7-month-old baby girl at the time. And I know that there's many of you out there that know somebody or is connected or affected some type of way. And I know that's why it's important that we continue to build this community, to bring our voices together, to have a voice for women. Because for so long, women, we have not had a voice. We have not had a voice. And had it not been for the internet and all of the new technology that we have, this would have been another femicide. All right. Hey, Superstar Graham, good evening to you too. Thank you for coming out tonight. And I missed y'all on yesterday, and I have no excuse. I was letting this really get to me, and I was just feeling so overcome with the grief. Like I said, I started to reflect back on how this is affecting all of us. It's affecting all of us. And there's been some new news coming out, and I didn't want to leave our community hanging without coming back here. Vanessa Jones, hey, what made you think that was his mother making the confession? I don't believe that was his mom. Okay, we're going to watch the video. All right, Vanessa's like, let's get down to it. Okay, so like I said, these videos I just come across today, and the reason why I'm playing like some pretty reputable sources, and I don't know. We're going to see. But that's a good question, Vanessa. And thank you so much for hitting the ground running. And thank y'all so much for hitting that like button too on your way in here. Please like and subscribe. And let's see here. Superstar Graham says, Vanessa Jones, I checked the message and I went to the Facebook page. That is indeed his mother. Thank you so much, Superstar Graham. Appreciate that. Let's see here. All right. Oh, here. Hey, M. Mac. Good evening. I was up and looked for you for about 90 minutes last night. I know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I was really overcome with. I'm just gonna be honest. I had this fright about getting on. Y'all saw I had made like three like preparations. I had changed around what I was going to talk about. And, I was going to talk about something else. I had put that another thumbnail out. And then just more information just kept coming out, more talk about this. And I just felt like I just couldn't not say anything. And then before I went on, I just was like overcome with this whole thing about, feeling like I shouldn't say anything because I was listening to the talk of people that were trying to guilt the people that were, getting money or and stuff like that, and feeling like I shouldn't be talking about this. But that is how these abusers want us to be. They want us to be quiet, So I apologize for not speaking out loud last night and lifting my voice to continue to talk about this. I apologize for letting the abusers to keep me in a, scared to speak out because, worried about what we may be uncovering here. So, yeah. And I apologize, MMAC. I thank you so much for being, so loyal and coming back tonight. All right. Superstar Graham says, as far as I believe at the mother, I don't know about believing her specifically, but that name does correspond with her being his mother. Yeah, I mean, to me, the mother seems to be the typical narcissist mother. She's just there to defend her son, even though the whole world has heard and caught him in a lie. And she is there just like Darrell Brooks' mother and grandmother defending this person who we all knew at least lied. You know what I mean? So he lied about Shanquella not being alive when, he lied to her people. He lied. M. Max said, I understand. Glad you're here now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, like this thing is heavy too, and like I said, we have to keep making sure that we're not being manipulated and staying quiet. So it's important, like I said here, we don't do moments of silence. We do moments of speaking the name of the victims and also the abusers. Hey, Tina Marie. All right. Hello. How are you, sis? I'm doing better. I'm doing better. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. So tonight's live is going to be, like people are already ready. So we're going to start off with the, let's see, I tried to make a nice little something for y'all too, so we can have a little bit of sequence. However, there was some breaking news that came out that I want to do that. And then we may have to kind of double back and see some things from the past and, watch it again to get more clarification. Because a lot of times when you hear something the first time, you may or may not get the real depth of what it is you're supposed to get. Superstar Graham says, your channel is not a channel that is chasing clout for her. Thank you so much. I was so torn between that because I did not want to feel like that's what I was doing here, because I'm not going to lie, this was the first time that this channel even blew up. Like, you know what I mean? I started this channel in 2013 because I cut my dreadlocks off. I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers. And when I started talking about the Shanquella, y'all see that one video from, I think 9 days ago. It's a 9-hour live, and thing took off. I know what it was. I had made a comment. I got on the panel of the lead attorney, his live, and I just let it out because I could see that people weren't able to see that those were lies that they were telling, that it was impossible that they could have made an assessment on, a patient who had a broke neck and didn't receive care. That person would have been expired, 15 minutes top. So, and that's how this whole thing got started. So yes, Superstar Graham, I was worried that I didn't want anybody to feel like I was trying to clout chase, because I have a daughter who's 24 and she's 4'11" and 97 pounds soaking wet, so I felt connected to this. And like I said before, my son's sister, 19 years old, and she was a femicide and nobody cared about it. It was 10 years ago and it's still unsolved and no one's paid the price for it. She was taken from Los Angeles and then it was, Vegas, and then they left her body somewhere in Arizona. And she was just, another woman, another young woman that was unalived, young Black woman unalived. And, so I feel like by us connecting with our own personal pain because of this. I feel like I could be her mom. I'm in that age group, and I want to make sure that we get justice for her, and that's going to help us to get justice for our loved ones, because we also started talking about Tanika Jenkins, and other people started mentioning other names of other sisters who've been slain, with this whole femicide thing. So thank you so much. That really touched me, Superstar Graham, because I really want this to be a place for healing. For those of you who don't know me, I've 30 years as a nurse, and I've done a lot of nursing and taking care of a lot of different patients' families, and things like that. So, I'm all about healing. And like I said, y'all know sometimes the tears will come, but this is healing. And this is how you heal, by letting stuff out. So don't get spooked out. It's all good. Tears are cleansing and all that good stuff. So let me finish this comment here. Superstar Graham, you got me. All right. I do believe that some of the larger channels are. Okay, yeah. And like y'all see, this is, thank you so much. I'm going to take that in and move on, keep it moving. Superstar Graham said, that's true. Her little boy can do no harm. Yeah. And see, those are signs and signs too. Whenever you have these narcissistic mothers that do this kind of stuff, they coddle, they cater to, and they make excuses for their sons to continue to inflict, chaos on people and stuff. So be careful when you're running across like a mama's boy or something like that. These are all negative signs. All right. So Superstar Graham says, I don't mean any harm, but it seems like Luther's favors son a lot. It doesn't matter what they do. Yeah. And now those are clues too there too. If you support the abuser, like we've said before, we're not here to support any abusers. If you have a son, a brother, an uncle, a father who is abusing somebody and you're supporting them, then shame on you too. And you're not speaking out about it, speaking out about it. All right. Tina Marie says, you don't know what your kids do when you're not around. Exactly. So, you have to allow them to be held responsible for their own actions. Superstar Graham said, exactly, Tina. All right. Deborah Carr says, good evening, all around Natural Beauty. This is so emotional. Yes, you have to protect your spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that is so true. That is so true. And yeah. Yes. Y'all, thank you so much for the strength you're giving me to get through this, because, since we all have been groomed and conditioned to, keep the secrets of these abusers, sometimes I fall off into old familiar behaviors and stuff. And then I have to remember who I am. I'm a survivor. And, I'm here to help other victims find the road to become survivors. Superstar Graham says, we joined your page after seeing you on The Lead Attorney. I found your input valuable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, because I believe most of the time, all we want is to be heard, especially women, because our voices have gone for so long unheard. And, we just have been having to suffer quietly because of the lack of value that is placed on us. Oh, I'm so sorry, Natural Beauty. Were you the one that started the tears a few lives ago? Okay, no problem. Say, we love your channel. I come every time you are on. You do, you really do. And I sure thank you so much. You remind me so much of my mom, and I love your input. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I am a mom. I'm a mom of 3, and, I have 1 daughter and 2 sons. So it's difficult for me, and you guys won't see that I'm going to be only on the women's side, because I am a mom of 2, 2 males. So, I can't be like, all men are bad. I hate all men, because that's not true, and some of the men are 2 victims also. So we have to look at the person. And Max says, stay strong. We're all in this with you. You're not alone. Oh, thank you. We have to be advocates for justice. Exactly. Yeah, so okay, so the first one, let me peek at my little Google document here. And I think the first one, okay, we're gonna do the first one that Vanessa was talking about. Let me see. Vanessa got a comment right here too. Let me do her. Vanessa Jones says, I just don't understand how the mother is so quick to say her son is innocent because she's narcissist, and they always think that they support their sons all the way, even when they know that they're not innocent. Do it on purpose, evil women. Wicked women do that. Her son is innocent, and to clear his name, apparently she hadn't watched the video that he incriminated himself. Yes, and exactly. Yep. Yeah, she reminds me of that Darrell Brooks's people. My son and my grandson. They just was really totally protecting him and made excuses for him. Hey, Danielle Russian. All right. You're doing more than surviving. You're thriving. Yes. Remember that. I do. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that's what I want for all of us too, is to thrive, right? Because yes, that is the next step. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes. All about thriving. Thank you. All right. Superstar Graham says we understand. All right. So here we go with our first little video. Let me make sure this is it. And then we can answer those questions, because those were great questions, Ms. Vanessa, that you had there. I'm curious to see this too. 16. All right, let me share the screen. And this here's the first video from Gossip Girl XOXO. It's entitled Shanquella Robinson, Nazeer Wiggins' mom confesses. Carbo 6 blindsided and lied to my son. Clear his name. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me share the screen here. In Mexico time, I guess it was 2 hours ahead. She wasn't found dead. The maids found her slumped over the toilet in her room. No, I skipped another thing. Clue was okay. I skipped another thing, right? Those are all clues when somebody telling you a lie. They start feeding the story, because now he realizes that in order for the rest of the lie to be believable, he's got to remind you of this one important detail. Found dead. She wasn't found dead. The maids found her slumped over the toilet in her room. That's what they did find her, slumped over her toilet in her room. That's what I was told. Quilla was not dead when I got there.
She died from between 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. She wasn't moving no more. In fact, when she did touch her, her body was already hard.
Of course they did. Yes, they did. He's good. Okay, he is good. We have God on our.
Can y'all hear that pretty good? Let me know in the chat if y'all can hear it. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear it.
My son lost 4 people that week. My nephew, my cousin, and
y'all hear how many my she said? Those are other keywords too. My, me, my, me, I, my, me. When you hear these kind of words and stuff, you can see the person is very self-centered and they're just worried about themselves. Not one mention of the victim at all, right? We're just concerned about, look what he's lost. He's lost 4 people,
I died that same week. That beautiful baby lost her life. My son was born there to have fun. But ran into some bullshit. And was blindsided by all of it. So he told his truth. They just need to tell theirs. Period. Oh God, that was a bombshell, Dad. Oh my God. That was a bombshell. That confession right there tells me everything.
They told me that Quilla was sick and she was showing signs of alcohol poisoning. Constructed the story of she was intoxicated and she had drank too much. They got that because one of their friends told them that they were seeing signs. You could see right before that she was covering her face, and when she landed, she wasn't able to get up no more. So she was in the process of already dying because she couldn't move anymore. and all that. So I'm sitting right next to her the whole time. Is that when the body was found in the bedroom, the other folks were not in the bedroom; they were out. So when she found them, she went looking for them to inform them that she had found the body. I put on some soft music, sitting with her, rubbing her head, just trying to wait until the nurse came.
Oh, he doing way too much.
But they had abandoned the body. By that time, I skipped another thing. Quilla wasn't found.
I skipped another thing.
Found her slumped over the toilet in her room.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They did rather, as if they had just found out. That's what they did, find her slumped over her toilet in her room. That's what I was told. Quilla was not dead when I got there. In fact, when she did touch her, her body was already hard. I go in, I see Kula, I see she chilling up on her side. I go up and make that video where I'm talking about.
So he just incriminated himself right there. He touched her, right? So he touching on a deceased individual there.
Kula get up. I'm thinking like, damn, we got stuff to do. ATVs, a boat.
See there? Look, he got a smirk on his face. Y'all see the smirk on his face? He can't hold in the laughter.
Dinner. I missed the chefs. I missed everything.
See it? Did y'all see it? Real quick, he showed the teeth in a little narcissistic smirk, a narc smirk right there. Wow. I hope y'all saw that. It was real fast. He did a smirk.
Until the nurse pointed it out. I did see the bump on her lip. She did have a blood vessel bust in her eye.
Wow. Wow. And
all fabrication, it was all lies.
How y'all doing?
If you can have your own.
Let me see here. Let me let that commercial play. All right. Wow. He started naming off wounds and injuries right away. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Full of crapola there. Let's see what else he's got to say here. All right, let me stop here. Oops. All right, so this here is like I said, this video is about 20 minutes, and we getting through it here. And we got some great commentary also. I messed up. From Gossip Girl. Excellent commentary here. All right, here we go.
How y'all doing? Now let me tell y'all, we have another exclusive from our party agent, Jazzy. She went undercover to have the interview with Wiggins' mom, and she reveals she wants her son cleared. And guess what else she revealed? Y'all not gonna believe this. Y'all not gonna believe it. She said yes. Cabo 6, them other ones, or what would you say, Cabo 5? Anyway, the group Cabo set her son up. They knew what was going on, and they played him, okay? And she said her son don't got nothing to do with it. Clear her son.
Wow.
Now. Okay, all right, so without further ado, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Gossip Girl. Yes.
I hooked it up.
Yes. Make sure y'all
we
share,
subscribe,
comment below. Now let's get into it. Hey, is this Daisy?
Hey, DG, how are you?
Girl, you broke the story. When I tell you guys, Daisy got a confession. And let me tell you, we have a party agent went undercover, talked to Wiggins' mom. Okay? And I don't even know if she realized she got a confession. I read through the messages. They were messaging each other back and forth, and we're going to go through it. We're not going to go through all of it because it's a long message, but the ones that stick out. And the one thing that stuck out to me when you were having this dialogue with Wiggins' mom was when you told her you believe that the Cabo 6 and all those people dumped that on her son, and he went along with it. And she replied, of course they did. Yes, they did. But God has my son, and we are good. I just want my son's name to be cleared. I don't even know if she realized, but of course, when she said, of course they did, and yes, they did, replying to they dumped all that stuff on him. They got him involved in that crap. And now she just wants her son's name clear.
Clear my baby's name.
What were your thoughts talking to the mom? Did you feel that she was genuine?
I think she was very genuine. You know, the feeling I get from her is, she's really worried about all this, so I'm just giving her a heads up, like, look, your son was dragged into this.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be lying for his friends. He needs to.
Right. Right. I don't want to cut you off. You know I love you, Jasmine. Let's get into these messages, okay? So if you can read to me your part, and I'm going to read the mom's part.
And here the receipts, y'all.
Give them a bit.
Okay. So I messaged her. Good afternoon. The maid of the villa statement came out stating her body was already hard when she showed up at noon clean. The body was already dead at noon for at least 3 hours. The body was already in rigor mortis state, which starts 3 hours after death.
Wow.
I know you said your son wants to clear his name, but the maid's statement will prove she was dead when your son arrived. Please tell him
The death report proves that.
And whoever these friends of his dumped this bombshell on him and included him into it. I strongly suggest to talk to his attorney and see if he can snitch on all of them, free from all of this mess that they caused and made him go along with it when he arrived at Cabo.
Wow.
Of course they did. Yes, they did. He's good. Okay, he is good. We have God on our side. My son lost 4 people.
Wow. My son lost.
My cousin and aunt died that same week. That beautiful baby lost her life. My son was born there to have fun, but ran into some bullshit and was blindsided by all of it. So he told his truth. They just need to tell theirs. Period. Oh, God, that was a bombshell, Dad.
Woo.
That was a bombshell. That confession right there tells.
Wow. Moms was pissed. Y'all ain't be blaming my boy for all this mess. My boy was pulled off into this. He is innocent. He done cleared his name, and y'all need to stop talking all that crap. Talking that crap about my boy. Okay, see, M-Max said, I saw the smirk. I flew from North Carolina to Mexico to meet up with a friend. I'm waking her up to let her know I arrived. Wow. You see, Danielle Russian says, so he saw all the injuries, but didn't notice that she was unalived? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes. It would have been unavoidable to notice that. Like, Vanessa Jones says, everybody knows a blank body when they see one. If Shanquella's body was already hard between 7 and 12, and he got there at 2:30, he couldn't tell, really? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody knows that this is all story, too, because we have to go back to the injury. The injury said broken neck, broken back, that the expiration time for that, the lifespan for that injury after receiving that injury, you got 15 minutes. You got 15 minutes. We got 15 minutes to get you intubated with a tube so you can have a ventilator. We got 15 minutes. 15 minutes. That's why it's important to call EMS, because we get the EMS there within 5 to 6 minutes. They can put a breathing tube in you on site. That's why we know for sure that no nurse, no doctor would have stayed there for hours with someone who had no signs of life. All lies, all lies. That's why it's very urgent to get those things done. Person needs to get to the hospital so they can, get surgery. You need to have head put back on. Queen B65 says, hi, family of beauties from Birmingham, Alabama. I hope all is well. Nazeer cannot get away. Mama, he and his posse are in this together. Justice for Shanquella. Femicide is real. Thank you so much. 100%. And love the roses. That's right. Yes, it is real. Yes, it is real. Vanessa Jones says, right. He's tapping with the corpse. M. Mac says, and Vanessa Jones, exactly. And Daniel Russian says, the autopsy said she expired at 3, around 15 minutes after her injury. All these timelines are confusing. Yes, they're all part of the story. They're all part of the story. Anything that they said happened after 15 minutes is a bunch of baloney. It's a dry bologna sandwich. That's what that is. And Patty Lott says, she sounds like she is reading something. Yes, they were reading the text conversation between this Nazeer Wiggins' mother and some interviewer. I guess Don Costner is the other person that the text is. So yes, she was reading. And Max says 4 people he cared for passed, and he went to Mexico for a good time. Guess the trip was already planned. Danielle Russian said, right, Patty, she sounds phony. Vanessa Jones says Shanquella Robinson has God on her side too. Yes. Vanessa Jones, your boy was probably the one who was the FaceTime just saying. Yeah. Exactly, huh? If he was the only one that was supposedly not there, maybe he was watching, via some type of a video. Superstar Graham says, not to mention that they abandoned her body. Yeah, they just disposed of it and made like a tree and left. See, Tina Marie said, took you this long to get your story together. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back here. Get finished here. We're getting there, y'all.
Me everything. And it took a certain person to allow her to have a safe space to talk to a different person. And Jazz, you did that. People have been messaging her, and she has not responded, but she responded to you. You definitely have a gift about you to allow people to just open up and to be genuine and truthful. And I appreciate that. Okay, so let's continue on.
So I said, sad there, they tried to drag him into it. It seems he seems really sad on TikTok, because he had this TikTok that he was saying he was going to keep, or the F word. They are now pushing the people who tagged her and talked lie about trying to save her for 2 hours. Death certificate says she died at 3, probably 30 minutes after your son showed up. But the other people, cop and doctor, are under investigation.
And I want to thank you, because you just don't know. And I thank you for coming at me with respect. My family is a prayerful family. And all my son want to do is grieve his friend. I appreciate you, love, and I thank you. That TikTok is a fake page. People done made fake pages with his face. They tripping. My son, he's not into trying to take himself out of here. He's just fed up right now. And I want my son to be cleared. Do you understand me?
Not sure this is a TikTok, but if it is, it's really sad.
Yeah, that is not here. He says his lawyer has him. But I thank you for your concern. He's aware. I raised a son to stand on his own.
Okay, but
he's not worried about friends. He don't owe none of them anything. He good. He just wanted his name cleared. Do you understand?
And then I say, okay, that's good. He has a lawyer, and his stories and flights match up.
Oh, he lured up.
Of his drag him into their murder.
And they will have to pay for what they did. They leave him out of it. Do y'all feel me? Leave my son out of this. He didn't do nothing. They dragged him in that bullshit. They set him up. And now his name running in the mud. We don't care. He don't owe them shit. Just get my son's name clear.
Wow.
Jazz, you did that, girl. But Jazz, is there anything that I may have left out that you feel that's important that you want the audience to know?
There's one thing. I mean, the last thing that she did message me is the FBI questioned her son
2 days ago, and her son, quote, cleared his name. And she says, so I don't give a fuck, or I don't give a F about what they're saying out there. We got all the facts, and that's not true.
Okay, so she's feeling confident because the FBI cleared her son's name. Now you feel otherwise. Tell me how you feel.
Well, I think either he really did clear his name and he snitched, and he's not going to sit there and tell people that, and he's going to say, I was not part of it. I showed up, and they dragged me into this, murder.
But you lied.
He's going to stick with his cover-up story that they're all going with. So when FBI goes over there and question him to, quote, clear his name, if he goes with the cover-up story, then that means FBI questioned him on U.S. soil, which means that's against the law to lie to an FBI agent.
Ooh.
U.S. soil.
Well.
Now charges can be thrown at him on U.S. instead of Mexico. So I'm just wondering what he did. Did he snitch or did he go with the cover-up story? And
Wow.
I guess it doesn't matter. He's cooked either way.
I'm thinking he went with the cover-up story.
Behind door number 1.
All right, and I think if he went with the cover-up story, for him to want to go with the cover-up story, to me, I'm thinking he got paid.
Yeah, because she says, because I sent her the video that I put together, and she's like, that's not true. And the video I put together is proving that
about to get an ad.
found Shanquella dead.
All right. Okay, y'all. Wow. Wow. Isn't this interesting? Interesting. I need to go back up here and read some of these here comments that I missed out on. All right. So Danielle Rush said the autopsy said she was unalive at 3 around 15 minutes after her injury. All these timelines are confusing. Yes. And Patty Lott said she sounds like she's reading something. Okay, I'll run up there and see. Okay. Boom again. Right, Patty. She sounds phony. Yeah, most of these narcissists are fake phonies. They just fake stuff. Vanessa Jones says Shanquella Robinson has God on her side too. Your boy was probably the one who was on the FaceTimes. Yes. Yes. How do I took you long enough? It took you this long to get your story. I did that one too. And see, tell your story to the authorities. This was well rehearsed because this isn't his first rodeo. I agree with you. And his mama, it's not her first rodeo covering up for her baby too. Daniel Russian says, how did the maid find the body if the friends were there with the first responders? Exactly. This is the one I was looking for. How did the maid find the body if the friends were there with the first responders, right? So you mean to tell me that the first responders, they came there, they worked for 3 hours, then they left the body for the maid to find? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We've done all we could do here. Let's just leave the rest for the maid to get. Wow. Okay. Just makes no sense. One person says the friends called the doctor. Then one person said the maid called the doctor. Shaking my head. Yes. That's a great point. I love that you pointed that out. She is a terrible mother. Vanessa Jones says, ma'am, tell it to the judge. Hey, we got Ann Allen in the house. She wasn't there. Did he go the next day when they were heading back? Yeah, good question. Superstar Graham says, I can't wait to see how this all pans out with this goofy looking. Y'all got to help me with these initials again. Don't forget, I'm be 52 on the 15th now. SWLF. More young people talk. I don't know what that means. See here. MMAX. Somebody help me now. I know it's good to pass judgment on folks based on how they speak, but ma'am, ain't too savvy. All right. And see, Vanessa Jones says, FBI is not your friend. They cannot clear his name without going to trial. Oh, my goodness. All right. So we about to get back into this here. And take it off this here mute. We coming in full landed on this here first one. So we are suspicious that mama ain't telling the whole story. She's telling it to help her son, her boy.
Her son arrived at the
Her
villa
son.
between 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. according to his flight. And I told the mom with the video, she was already dead when the son arrived. So this story does not match up. It says you need to tell your son to come clear. That's the guy.
Tell your boy to stop lying.
The son arrived according to the maid statement. That body was hard.
Mm.
It's hard. That means it's been at least dead for 3 hours because it's in rigor mortis.
Yep.
So that, and the death certificate says it all. I mean, the video that went viral, the attack video, that sunrise, the death certificate said she died 15 minutes after her injuries.
Sunrise. Okay. Yeah.
Snap. And that was during sunrise.
Wow.
The maid showed up at 12, like she does every day except Sundays, because you can go back to the reviews at Villa Linda, and she has 5-star reviews. She's an amazing maid. She's amazing. People want to take her home to their house so she can clean their house at home.
And you said her name is Lucy.
Her name is Lucy.
Lucy? Got some explaining to do.
So, and then, so May, I think May, Lucy, the maid, is not part of the cover-up, because if she was part of the cover-up, her statement wouldn't say that the body was hard. You see?
Yeah, that's true.
With the main statement saying the body was hard at noon,
Yep.
that blows the whole cover.
The doctor's getting there at 3.
Police maid, the doctor maid, all that cover up blows the maid statement, blows it away, because she said one word.
Out of the water.
Her body was hard at noon. That means that body was dead at noon. Nazeer showed up.
Wow.
Between 2 to 2:30. They called that fake doctor. They tried to call the concierge and tell the village.
Yeah.
He's very helpful. If you go back to the reviews, you can call the concierge, and 5 minutes they're there. Any request.
I know. What kind of alibi can I get for 10 G's?
Take any request. They call concierge, and then Nazeer shows up at between 2 to 2:30. They called a fake doctor to do the cover-up at 2:13. Now, they were waiting for Nazeer to show up so he can be part of it. And now the doctor comes, the cover-up, the police that covered us up, they all were in. And then Maid Lucy, they probably told her, oh, go ahead and leave. Nothing to clean here because there's a dead body.
Wow.
So her state, that's saying.
Did y'all hear one of these videos that got them? Somebody was taking a video of Shanquella, somehow body, or we got us a body or something like that. I wonder who y'all think. Well, if he was there the next day, I don't know. Well, who was that? Did y'all hear that though? Hey, TT. The maid came in to clean after they fought her. They all left out the room thinking she would get up, but they didn't know she never moved and was deceased when the maid came in later to clean. All right. So in the beginning, when they were showing the video of the attack, when it got to the part, when she was, we saw her neck being broken, the back broken, everybody who saw the video knew when the fatal injury was delivered. Your brain just knew it, right? So if we could see it from, a video, imagine the emotion of how it felt to be in that room when it happened, right? There's a look when somebody is leaving, right? You can see it. Like there's no way they would have said, oh yeah, she'll just sleep it off. No. Vanessa Jones says, Mom, are you listening? Your sons were there. Yes. And Daniel Russian says, so did she die? Did she expire between 2:45 and 3 p.m. Friday? And the maid showed up at noon Saturday? Or did she expire Saturday and the maid found her Sunday? More great questions. All right, so let's get wrapped up here. We're coming in for a landing. Got about another 4 minutes on this one. Let's hear it out.
Shanquella was hard at noon.
At noon.
That's why I think
all right.
It's not part of it. Part of the cover. And I was trying to tell the mom, Nazeer's mom, look, I sent her this video.
Oh man.
The most joyous.
All right, so let's see here. Yeah, so she's just saying at noon, the maid came in at noon. All right, Vanessa Jones says, yes, her friend took the video saying we have our first blank body. Yes, I heard that. She's through 4. Yeah, I heard that. All right, Daniel Russian says, yes, that girl's skin kicked her in the face. That was the expiration blow. Yeah, we saw that. Yeah. In Mac, I remember the We Got a Body guy matches the voice of the dude that was asking Quilla, are you going to fight back? Okay. Yep. So then that is what was the guy's name? Callan or something like that? Kali? Was that him? That's that the one? I think she was alive in the body video. And see, Patty Lott says they all knew it. They ran hoping someone else will take the fall. Their video exposed him. I agree. Yeah, I agree. All right. MMAX says Kylie Cook. Yes. Okay. All right. I was thinking that too. Wow. So he was like the, I guess a Don King. He was promoting it and all that stuff. I mean, what a jerk. What a complete jerk. All right, here we go.
Arrived when Shanquella was already dead. And she goes, no, that's not true. He cleared his name 2 days ago with FBI. So she's saying my proof, my evidence is a lie. So that tells me her son told FBI to cover up the story. So now, if Nazeer lied to the FBI,
good.
I believe so. He has charges on U.S. soil because you can't lie to.
Excellent.
FBI.
Good.
You get up to like 8 years for that, and then that might even bring all the charges from Mexico. Okay, now Nazeer Wiggins is lying to the FBI on U.S. soil. Okay, Mexico. Well, let me talk to Mexico. Can we just go ahead and bring these charges over here, the murder charges? So, U.S. FBI might be charging, Cabo 5 over here and then Cabo 1 over there. You never know how it's going to work.
Yeah, that would be nice. At least that way we would know that we're going to get some justice.
Talking to the FBI like this, they're all going to go down.
Yeah.
All going to go down because there is and CaboVillas.com, the one that manages all these villas, there's 5 villas in this gated community. And you have to go through a security post. There's I'm sure there's cameras. There's a security guard there because the villa had a sign-in sheet. So every car that went to this villa had a sign-in sheet. So I'm sure there's an emergency vehicle sign-in sheet.
Yeah.
And then through that gated community, there's 5 villas that Cabo Villa manages. And one of them is Villa Linda.
Now, when you say villa, it's houses? Is that another word for house?
Yeah, it's just a huge,
Okay.
and there's 5 of them, and then 2 of them, I believe, use the maid Lucy, because the other 3, they have on-site security guards on property at their house and on-site caretakers. Now, the other ones, Villa Linda and the other villa, there's another one, don't have caretakers on-site nor security guards. So Villa Linda, Cabo Villas took off their villa that they stayed at. They took it offline. So all the reviews for the maid and everything is gone.
Ooh,
which
okay.
I have proof of.
I know you do. When I tell you Jazzy does not play, you guys, okay? She's on her stuff, and she's a real one.
Wow.
And I appreciate you, Jazz. I really do.
And we appreciate you, Gossip Girl XOX, for bringing it. And that's about the end of that there, y'all. So, okay. So, pretty interesting there. What are y'all thinking about this here? Danielle Russian says, Kali is the same guy that one of his former classmates claimed that he did the thing her, so his hatred for women may run deep. A lot of blankets have narcissistic mothers, for mothers, and that starts their hatred. This is so important here, y'all. So important here, y'all. Because, like I said, they keep mentioning that word femicide. That's the charges and stuff like that. And listen to these very good statements here, that abusers who have used this form of abuse, and have these narcissistic mothers. Yes. Thank you so much, Danielle, for putting that out there. It's great information. TT says, this is so confusing, but Nazeer not telling the truth. He was trying to be dismissive, like he didn't notice her injuries. Any human with common sense would have noticed that her face was busted up. Yes. And he even admitted, he started naming off like 3 injuries. And, this was cut up a little bit. So, we don't know he started just making up stuff. And then, telling the truth about what he saw. That's what they do. They take a smidgen of the truth and then mix it up with all these stories and stuff to make the lie more believable. Queen B65 says, family, do you think Dejanay Ali has threatened to blank them if they talk? That's what I was worried about too, because of how vicious and violent it was and how the planning afterwards, that could make, potentially somebody be afraid to talk, especially if you just saw somebody get unalived and nobody showed any type of remorse. Nobody showed any type of, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm going to fix this one day. I'm going to have this set up. I'm going to get a professional to do it. And that way I won't be bumping into this mic. But, I don't know. Let me get back in here. I was going to say that I would feel that, who knows, maybe somebody may be threatened, or feel threatened. Like, they just did this to her and we've been walking, we're getting back here to America and, Popo ain't waiting for us. I don't know if necessarily I would be talking. I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know. I might be scared. To talk. Let's see here. Vanessa Jones says, we want all of them 6 to serve time in Mexico. And after they serve their time over there, then they will serve their time on US, I hope. I heard that. But I am grateful that it sounds like they're trying to at least make cases for them to stick here, because it doesn't sound like Mexico, is really trying to do a whole bunch. Y'all, I did a little bit of research, and the stuff that I found out about Mexico and this whole femicide stuff was very heartbreaking. It was really heartbreaking. It was hard to hear. They had Mexico was on the list of the top 5 countries with high femicide rates. They they the femicide rate in Mexico, they don't even punish the men for it. And they sit around bragging about this one guy. He was bragging about how he had unalived, 15 to 20 women. It was like nothing for him. And he's saying that it would be because the husbands would be upset, and then they just hire him to go, eliminate the woman. And, they had pictures of, it was horrible. So, yeah, that was horrible. And I'm going to kind of show y'all maybe a little bit of that video. And two, I had found out that there is this camp for transgenders, and it's like the only camp there over in Mexico where they have a camp for these transgenders, and they were ex sex workers, right? So it seems to me that Mexico has kind of an affinity for the transgender community, and they don't have a lot of cares or concerns about their femicide rate. So I would, feel like maybe they would, not even get punished to the full extent there, since they're kind of partial towards that community. And the reason why I bring up the transgender community, because it's no secret that on multiple occasions, the gender of Dejanay has been questioned. And, so we're talking about that stuff too. And even in the next video, I'm going to show y'all going to hear, I believe it's the sister also to question Dejanay's status. So let me read through a few more of these comments, and then we're going to cue up the next video. All right, here we go. M. Max says, very interesting. First time I heard the mom. Since the son has lawyered up, they told him to be quiet. Mom is being a surrogate to paint the narrative. I agree. Yeah. Danielle Russian says, I got the name wrong. I meant Nazeer was the so-called, oh, okay. And that's this dude up here talking. Who knows? That's probably maybe why he set the whole thing up, I don't know. I'm suspicious of him only because he was so into the story, and he seems like the ringleader, the mastermind. Those be the ones that really think they're able to outsmart everybody, that they're going to be able to tell a story and be able to convince people. Yeah. So thank you for clearing that up, Danielle. Vanessa Jones says, Dejanay couldn't have threatened me, take my privilege away. Oh, no, sister. Thank you. Daniel Rich said, OMG, wow, they don't punish the men in Mexico. OMG. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I'm going to show one more of the Shanquella, and then I'm going to just give a quick little glance. I think the video is only a few minutes of the femicide in Mexico. And the reason why I keep bringing it up, like I said, they kept throwing those words in there. And femicide is a new term for me. I did not know of it until this case came out. Danielle Russian says, it's amazing how they protect men transitioning to so-called women, but they don't protect actual natural women. That's sick. That is a great point. Thank you so much. And that's why I say, like, women, our voices aren't being heard. Like, they're protecting our attackers. They've been protecting our abusers and attackers since the beginning. Yeah. And that makes it scary, Like, I'm almost sad that my eye is open and I see this now, because it's so alarming, Superstar Graham says, I have been watching his Instagram and he has been posting like nothing is wrong. Exactly. And that's how these narcissists are. No remorse. They have no compassion. Queen B65 says, at MMAC, are you listening to the praying mother live now? Her words aren't savory for a Christian praying mother. Yeah, exactly, huh? She was mixing this little potty mouth in there. Praying mother. You think every other word, foul, cussing. Wow. Yeah. Exactly. And now that's how those narcissists do. Like, even in his little story, he kept saying, oh yeah, I put my hand on the Bible. And, like, they think that just by saying I'm a Christian or I believe in God and all this stuff, that's supposed to make the lie more believable because, you know, I put God behind it, right? I just throw God or Jesus on there and then booyah, there my credibility right there. Superstar Graham said, I agree, Danielle. And Superstar Graham said, I just said the same thing to this feminist group. They will protect trans, but not real women. Yes, what is going on? You know, what is going on? Super sick. Yeah, we have no rights and no voice. So grateful that, you know, we all coming together to, you know, say some stuff here. Camilla says 53 on the 12th. All right. Hey, beautiful. You are beautiful. Look at you. Okay. My older sister. All right, cool. Welcome to all the Sagittarius. And this is going to be our greatest year for birthdays because we will no longer accept the traditional happy birthday Christmas. Sagittarius, unite. We demand birthday and Christmas gifts. All right. And happy birthday to you too coming up. Queen B65 said, if Nazeer got paid, why is he trying to file a lawsuit with that young lady he allegedly blanked years ago? Seems as though he needs funds for his case now. Wow. Okay. I didn't know it was like an ongoing case. All right. So let me see here. Yeah, here go a quick little Shanquella video. This here is from Unbossed Unbiased. I love her work. She is excellent with her investigative skills, and she knows how to condense it into a nice little morsel, a nice little bite-sized morsel. So we're going to get with her video next. Uh-oh.
I can't believe.
Stop. All right. Yeah, this one going to be real good and juicy. All right, so this here, let me go on and share this here. Unbossed and Unbiased. Her video is Shanquella was celebrating her attacker's birthday the day before she was blanked, says mom and sis. So this video is going to be featuring the mother and the sister. And let me get this off here. And here we go. It's only 13 minutes, so we good.
I'm more hurt. I can't believe that they had to go there. I don't know if this was premeditated. Did they plan this? And I could imagine how she felt to be standing there naked and you got people videoing you. You got this big ass girl, she, whatever the f is.
Now y'all hear that? Whoa. Did y'all hear that? She said he, she, whatever the blank it is. You know what I mean? So that means that they have questions too. And that's why, you know, like I said, I did a little research and I didn't even really try to research. I just stumbled into it. So that's how prevalent it is, you know. So Mexico may be hiding a whole ring of stuff, right? If they got a community of, you know, old played out sex workers, transgender sex workers, that they, you know, have a little protective little, you know, little camp. What other secrets are they, you know, this could be really deep, you know. This could be really deep what's going on here. But I just wanted to let y'all hear that even the family is questioning this gender, this attacker.
Your best friend sitting there watching. Nobody jumped in to do anything. So either they definitely was planning on to assassinate her character or embarrass her. Yeah. Because if it didn't lead to death, I'm pretty sure they would have came back here and put that video up of that girl jumping on her. Yeah. And while she's naked.
Welcome back to Unbiased and Unbossed. I came across this interview that Shanquella's mother and sister did a couple days before they laid her to rest. They actually gave some details and insight into some information that I hadn't heard until this interview. So I'm going to let you hear it and come back and wrap up the video.
As this story has made headlines all across the nation, and it's happened right here in our town of Charlotte, North Carolina. So, of course, you know, we had to reach out. I am honored to have the mother and sister of Shanquella Robinson on the line, Ms. Long and Ms. Robinson. Hello, how are you all doing?
Good. How are you?
Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to speak to all of our listeners about what is going on. There are a lot of different stories, so we want to be able to come to you all and get the facts.
Yes,
Can you all
get the real
tell
deal.
us, how did this start and what is going on when you first got this phone call?
I was here watching TV and I got a call. I'm not sure of the time. It had to be about, I don't know, 5:30, 6 o'clock over here in Charlotte. They stated that my sister wasn't feeling well. She had been thrown up. That she's rested now. They said the person that called her said that she was laying down. And at that time, we took it as if she just had a hangover. They're out partying. They're on vacation. Mm-hmm. She's just feeling bad from drinking. Just a little hangover or whatever. Mm-hmm. So we got off the phone. After that, some moments later, I don't even think it was 30 minutes.
Wow.
They called back and said that they were trying to resuscitate her and that it was 3 ambulances there.
Wow. Wait, let me stop right there.
The phone. She said
3 ambulances there. All right. All right. Yeah. Y'all heard they were told that there were 3 ambulances there, right? 3 ambulances there. And not one out of the 3 ambulances that was there took the patient to the hospital. Not one. All right, so come on now. Yeah. Never anytime will the emergency response stay unseen longer than it takes to stabilize the patient and get them to the hospital. No one treats anybody on the scene unless you're not injured enough to go to the hospital, but that's not a treatable treat on the scene injury there. So right there lets us know. And then 3 ambulances, come on, this lie is too big. They should, they should have just said 1, but they went too far with 3. Yeah, who's gonna believe that?
Yeah, had them got all of them standing outside the house, and he really couldn't tell us what was going on. It went from that to she had passed.
And so when you get the news that she had passed, who did that news come from? The person that was calling you?
The person that was calling us, yes.
At that moment, I can't even begin to imagine what is going through your head to find out that your loved one has passed away and they're in Mexico. A lot of people are talking about friends. Who were these people to Shanquella?
They were all people that she went to college with, Winston-Salem. Mm-hmm. I didn't know none of those. None of them that was on the trip with her. Nothing but one fella.
Wow.
And that was supposed to be her closest friend. He's close with the family. He's been on family trips.
Wow.
He's always around. He's always with her. That's the one that we got the phone call from, telling us about what transpired.
Wow.
The other people we didn't know. We just know she attended school with them.
So you get the phone call that she had passed away. When does it turn to, hold on, something is not right?
I think maybe that next day, I guess, because it really kind of settled in then. Mm-hmm. At first, we were kind of at ease because he was someone that we trusted. We wouldn't take him to be as dirty as he is, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I would say probably the next day, we started feeling different about what he was telling us. Because by then, we started getting phone calls from people here saying that they was over there fighting her. The girls was jumping on her. After getting that information, we questioned him, and he stuck to alcohol.
Wow.
He told him. So eventually, it went from alcohol till they was fighting her. When we asked him about the fighting, it went from alcohol to they wasn't fighting her. Nobody was fighting her. To they did fight her, but then he wasn't there. He wasn't in the room. He don't know nothing about the fight. When he got back, the fight was over with. But now we got a video that surfaced showing that they was fighting and showing that he's in the room, letting them, attack her.
So let's talk about this video. Do you know who released this video to the public?
I don't know who released the video. No.
You received phone calls from other people saying that
All right, I know y'all can't hardly see, but we can see the silhouette. See that S shape in her back there?
Girls that
Curve.
were
We
on the
see
strip
that.
were fighting.
Female. But look at how straight this is, right? Remember how we talked about the skeleton? Even in this dark, we can still see. Look at that S. Right there. Look at that. Straight, right? So.
Shanquella. So that leads me to believe that this video was sent out showing people in this fight.
Way before we seen it. It's been out for days now.
Wow.
Weeks. Yeah. We just now seeing it. So it's been out for a while. Because somebody inboxed me saying that, telling me that video been out for a while.
Dang.
There's got to be another part to the video that hasn't surfaced yet, but I'm sure it's coming.
So you see this video and you now see that the young man that has been calling you, telling you what's going on, that he has been lying, that he was actually in the room, he did witness the fight. Do you then reach back out to him?
I tried calling him because I was livid.
Mm-hmm.
That video did something to me.
Yeah.
All of them, they standing there, and then my sister sleeps naked. So they had to wake up out of sleep. As you can see, the other girl that was attacking her had her pajamas on. So, and to see him in there and to know that, I immediately called him. But of course, he's not answering his phone. He's in the hide.
Wow. So the sister saw him in
that
there.
we
Did y'all hear that? So one of those videos. Wait a minute. So then that was a lie. Then if he was in the video, he couldn't have come the next day. She just said they saw him in the video.
To him was the next day after he told you that she had passed away.
We talked to him for a couple of days because he came over here to the house.
Wow.
Yeah, he came here, and the girls came to the house too.
Wow.
Came to the house, and we asked them the same question about the fighting part. You know, but all of them denied it was no fight. Nobody was fighting. I think they came home on a Monday or a Sunday or Monday, but the girls came. They all came maybe a Tuesday, Wednesday up here to the house. And I think later on that week is when we actually got the information from the coroner that her death had nothing to do with alcohol.
Have you spoken to them since this video dropped?
No. We hadn't spoken to them before the video.
Wow. Look at there. Look at there. Look at there. Can you imagine how bold you'll have to be to know that what happened to their loved one, and you sitting up there acting like you a friend and you concerned? Wow. But according to them, it sounds like they were able to sniff it out right away. Because, like I said, we want to stop, look, listen, and feel. You want to feel things. I'm sure they felt some type of vibes because they started questioning things too, right? They're going to say that too. So that's why it's important to do that. Stop, look, listen, and feel, so you can feel when, things ain't right. When people are lying or manipulating you. Camilla says, they smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Those backstabbers. Backstabbers. They smiling in your face. Okay, M. Max says, she's speaking about Kylie being there. Oh, okay, Nazeer came late. Okay. I get those two mixed up. Nazeer is the one the mama is blowing his nose. And and then Kylie is the one that was promoting the attack and instigating the whole thing, right? Okay, so let's go and get finished here. We about halfway done on this one here. Coming in for a landing. Let's see here, going back there.
Just that one time that they came by. Came over here and gave us hugs.
Ooh. They didn't hug your neck, though, did they? They hugged your neck. That's sad. That's cold-blooded. When you hug the neck, they probably said, bless your heart, too.
You know why this argument and this fight broke out?
I do not know, and I don't understand why, because the girl that was attacking her, it was her birthday. They're celebrating her birthday. So I don't know what could have transpired from Friday night from a video that my sister put up on her Instagram. She was having a good time. Seemed to be all right. To that morning, that had to be Saturday morning that they was in there fighting her. This girl stands about 6 feet, 6'1".
Dang.
My sister's about 5'1", 5'2".
6 feet, 6'1". Now, there are some tall women out there, There are some women that have, 5'10", 5'11", some 6 feet, 6'1" out there, few. But again, we go back to the body shape. We look at that skeleton. That's how we able to tell y'all.
100 pounds.
As this story has come out, we have heard about the people that were there on this trip with Shanquella Robinson. One of those males has gone on Instagram Live and shared his story. Have you all spoken to that male?
We have talked to him, but he said that his flight got there. I think he got there after.
Oh, they must be talking
transpired,
about
which I don't know how sure it is.
Nazeer.
I'm not positive on how accurate that is, if he even telling the truth at this point. But he has been more willing to speak to us than the other ones, because after that night that they came over, we hadn't heard anything else from them.
But also, he knew that she had been jumped on, and he never mentioned that.
Yep.
And what my mom means by that, because she had a knot on her head, her eyes are swollen, her lips are split. I don't know why would he would even think it was alcohol poisoning. After looking at her, even if he walked into it, he had to know it was something different.
Yeah.
Then it said she had a broken neck, so I don't know how you not see that something was going on with her neck. I had someone text me something about him, and I was like, "He's talking to the wrong people. Go and tell the cops what you know. What you on live for? Somebody needs to stand up for it. They know what happened. Everyone that was there know what happened. Even if you came in that situation late, you know what happened. Because after it happened, they had to sit together and try to figure out what they can tell
exactly
or what they can say happened
to get the lie together.
A lot of people are talking about this situation, and they're just shocked by the fact that they left Shanquella in Mexico.
Wow.
I'm not too much sure about the timeline on that, because from what I'm thinking, I know they tried to come home early. Whether or not they did, I don't know. Because once it happened, I got the young man that called us that's supposed to be her friend, he said that he's going to come on home. But when he actually came home, I don't know. So if they didn't come home on a regular time, which should have been that Monday, they came home Sunday. They was trying to get out of there early.
Now that you all actually have proof that there was a physical assault, and now you have a video to back that up, now what is going on with this case?
Now everybody's involved. So it's just pretty much us sitting back and letting them do their job. And try to be patient about it.
Now that we actually have a video of a physical assault, and now that it has been proven that there were lies about it, has there been any talk about making an arrest?
They haven't spoken with us about that, but there's a couple people that we are scheduled to talk to coming up this following week. So I guess they'll just give us more information on it. But believe me, they're on it.
I know that there are lots of posts on social media about making phone calls to different people.
Yeah, we thought Dejanay was detained.
We're still on it next about getting justice for your daughter and your sister. What is your message to the public, and what is it that you would like for us to do?
Continue to do what they're doing. Make the phone calls that people are asking.
We got you. We doing it.
Keep praying for us.
Yes.
This is something that we log on. And seeing her that video,
praying for peace.
That's something that takes a toll on us. It definitely takes
praying
a toll
for
on me.
light.
I'm going to have to actually delete the video, because every time I see it, I'm livid. I'm mad.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there saying,
ooh. Y'all see it? Look at this posture. Look at that. Look at these. Look here. Right? Just look. Now tell me what you think it is. If you weren't told what this is. Well, I don't know. Here you go. This might be something. We might be wrong, y'all. That looked like something there. Looked like a curve. Okay.
And with her, I'm hurt. I'm hurt because I can't believe, I'm more hurt. I can't believe that they had to go there. I don't know if this was premeditated. Did they plan this? And I can imagine how she felt to be standing there naked, and you got people videoing you. You got this big ass girl, she, whatever the she is, trying to fight you. And then your best friend sitting there watching. Nobody jumped in to do anything. So either they definitely was planning on to assassinate her character or embarrass her, because if it didn't lead to death, I'm pretty sure they would have came back here and put that video up of that girl jumping on her and while she's naked.
Is there anything that you all have heard about this case and you're like, that is absolutely not true?
No, I haven't heard anything.
Oops, sorry.
Everything's been pretty much accurate except the alcohol. At first it was alcohol. And even everything about her, everything's been positive, which that is true. So, no.
With that being said, I think it's important hearing from her mother and her sister that you all tell people about Shanquella and the type of person that she was.
Sweet, kind-hearted.
Yeah, we said that.
Business-driven.
Wow.
She was beautiful inside and out.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think there's nobody right now can tell you anything negative about her. Positive individual, respectful, everything good that you can say that was her.
I didn't know the night before she was murdered, they were celebrating either Dejanay or Winter's birthday. I assume the attacker is one of them based on what everybody has been reporting, but we know that some people's information isn't reliable. I also didn't know that Shanquella was that small. They said she was between height 5'1", 5'2", whereas Dejanay, or whoever that is on the video, is 6'1". That's a tremendous height difference. Yeah. As well as if Shanquella was asleep and she was woken up, then that would put her at a disadvantage.
Yes, a big
Not
disadvantage.
To mention that she was unclothed. She didn't have one friend in that room. Wow.
Yeah. And that's what we gotta be aware of, y'all, to know how to see these red flags. And like I said, stop, look, listen, and feel for energy, right? You want to learn how to feel if somebody is jealous or envious of you, right? Because it's dangerous. You want to make sure that you are aware of that stuff too. And if you do become aware of it, how to, stay safe, right? Okay. Oh, I wanted to read that. Camilla says they ate their food and lied to her mother's face. I know, how horrible, just disgusting. And Max says, I believe the attack was live streamed and recorded. That's why the video was floating before they got back. Yeah, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Because if everybody had their phones out and they were already prepared, because the promoter who went around talking about the body, so yeah, that's sad. That's super sad. And then too, y'all, think about this. If they did that and they were like, it was a ritual almost, like they had, everything was organized, planned, kind of like a ritual, right? So that makes me feel like that wasn't the first time, not their first time, but like this is something that people are doing out here and stuff, right? And yeah. TT says he obviously went live when they was fighting. That's how people was calling them, telling them they was over there fighting her. Then later called them with that lie. Shanquella was already gone. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we saw how fast that Dejanay person ended Shanquella. It's very quick. Danielle says, Dejanay is not 6 feet. I'm 5'11". Seeing her next to Shanquella shows she may be around 5'8" or 5'9". All right. Camilla says, I thought she was a man the very first time I viewed the video. Yeah. Like your brain, your subconscious can really see these things. That's why I feel like it's come up multiple times, the questioning of the gender of Dejanay, because somebody's brain is clicked onto the fact that the movements, like, like I was saying, I got my little skeleton here, right? So we were saying that if you have, not we, but science states that an XX chromosome will produce a female, and a female skeleton is like this. The pubic bone. This is the only thing that's different, or the most noticeable difference in the male and female skeleton is this pelvis bone, and that's because the female skeleton is designed to carry babies, right? So that's why we have this little S-shaped curve in our back. So when you got the baby, how you do the pregnant lady waddle, right? That way we don't fall over. It helps us with the balance. The creator was amazing how he designed us, right? No mistakes there. or how she designed us. Anyway, the creator was amazing. Our design is amazing. So that's why we have this wide pubic arch here, because you have to dilate 10 centimeters so the baby can come out. That's why this has to be wide, because it has to be able to let a baby come out. A male skeleton is going to be very narrow because the baby doesn't have to come out of there. And this here is going to be straight. It's going to be straight, right? So these are features that cannot be changed, because this is developed at conception. If you have an XY chromosome, you will have a male skeleton foundation, and a double X chromosome will equal a female skeleton foundation. And we know that this is true because if they find the body out in the woods and it has decomposed to that it's only bones that remain, they can still tell if those bones are the bones of a female. They can also tell if the bones of that female has had a baby or not, because the only time that you will dilate that 10 centimeters is at birth. It's during the birth process. That's why labor and all that stuff, right? So they can see that this here pelvis, y'all can see that there. This here is like a little cartilage there, so it allows for the expansion to let the baby out. And see, the baby got this. Why this here is tilted too. So even you can tell by the abdomen, like even an abdomen of a woman who has not had a child, it'll be flat, but there'll still be a small little pooch from this here tilted pelvis, right, in the back. So this will kind of pooch out like that. But if this is straight, then this will just go straight down. That's how those transgenders, those TGs, have the super flat abdomens, because, you know, they have a male skeleton. You can't get away from that Y chromosome. It's there at conception. Okay, so let me see. I got some more questions and comments. Oh, look at here. Hey, David. Hi, Natural Beauty. Just showing some love. Thank you so much for the roses. Appreciate it. Max says, everyone knows street rules. If both parties don't want to fight, you break it up immediately. The second Quella said she wasn't fighting back. Kylie should have broke it up. She would still be here. Yes. But it happened so fast. I believe that Dejanay was set on, I'm going to hurt you. She was set. Anybody who would attack somebody who's obviously smaller than you and standing there naked, you meant to do harm. You meant to do harm. You meant to do harm. Let's see. Camille says, MAC true. And Danielle says, I wonder, was Dejanay on steroids? That's a good question, right? You know, yeah. Yeah, it was super strong. I'm looking at, like, you know, like I said, the gait, the body, you know, you can't change this. These are things you can't change. You can get, you know, some implants, you can get injections, you can take hormones to, you know, make changes, you know, in your body, but you cannot change the skeleton. Skeleton is formed at birth, at conception, excuse me. Let's see. Vanessa Jones says, I think if Shanquella was as strong as she was with her voice, said where y'all at, that giant would have tried to fight her, I think Shanquella would have fought her back. I don't think Shanquella wanted to fight at all. She came out right away, said no. Who wants to fight some big old something like that? Everyone's not a fighter, you know, especially, you know, I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter. I am not a fighter, you know. No, I was joking. But yeah, Loretta Johnson. Okay, welcome, Loretta Johnson. New name here. I really don't understand how these people are still free. If it were a police or a white daughter, they would have been locked up. Needs closure. And as far as Nazeer goes, I have no sympathy for him. Yes, I agree. And that's why we're still coming together on all these platforms to keep the word out there, to keep to keep the memory out there, to keep the word out there, to keep demanding justice for not only Shanquella, but for everyone else who has been affected with this whole femicide that's just going horrible. You know, it's all over. Women, you know, it's scary to be a woman. It's scary to be a woman. And then they're giving protection to the protection and special rights to, you know, people with delusional thinking. All right, here we go. Vanessa Jones says, I agree 100%, Loretta Johnson. We need to go and protest for FBI to do their job. Yeah. And I want to say, I believe that they are, that we just have to be patient because these things, you know, they have to, I don't know. I'm not going to even say that. We just have to be patient. I'm just hoping that if we stay patient, and I hate to say that because we as the people have been patient for forever, and it still seems like we're, you know, dabbling and dibbling in the 50s and 60s as far as how things are. Excuse me 1 second while I wet my whistle. Okay, thank you so much. I'm back. Okay, so here we go. Loretta Johnson says he still had a chance to call for help. He said that was his friend, right? Yeah. I just feel that if it were a white girl, police daughter, etc., these 6 would have been locked up. Yeah, we've seen from the history of how things go. Yeah, won't deny that. Camille says Nancy Grace said it doesn't take this long for extradition. That's true because I, you know, played and reacted to her, you know, audio thing too. Nancy was on it. Nancy was on it. She wouldn't let them slide with none of that. As soon as she sniffed out a lie, she was on it, and I was very impressed and happy that, you know, Nancy hopped on this here because we definitely need this. So yeah, like I was saying, you know, I was surprised to see, like, once I started to take a small look off into this whole femicide thing, and then Mexico having this little, you know, things running wild as far as that, and these men, you know, just getting off on it, and nobody cares. Nobody's adding any value. And even here in America, you know, how many of these women bodies have been found and, you know, nothing's happened? And how many of the bodies have been found and somebody knows who did it, right? You know what I mean? Somebody knows who did it. And usually it be some type of male that they had interacted with, some type of intimate partner. They're notorious for, you know, taking, you know, sending people to the upper room. So to think that, you know, this is going on worldwide, where are we safe at? You know, where are we safe? And yeah. So I'm going to just show a quick little smidgen of just the one where they're, you know, I'm sure proving how they're this femicide thing. But before I do that, I want to read off the definition of the femicide. Like I like to do that. And then, like I said, the definition is going to say one thing, but then we're going to have people that say that it's a different definition in Mexico and, you know, blah, 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 blah. But here, we're going to just go by what we see here. I'm on Microsoft page here, and we're just going to read what this here saying. All right, so here we have the definition of femicide. It says the killing of a woman or girl, in particular by a man, and on account of her gender. Right? So will we all agree to accept that for our definition of femicide? And the reason why I always read that is because, you know, they said it. They said this is what they're going to be charging Dejanay with, right? And then remember there was some rumor that they Mexican authority people were calling Dejanay a male, right? And then there's been all this little talk, people saying here and there that, possible XY chromosome, right? And then we check out this definition of femicide, where it says, in particular, by a man, right? Okay, so I just wanted to share that there with y'all on this note here. Queen B65 says, beauty, Sagittarius rule. I will be 65. Hey, all right. On the 11th, it appears I'm the older sister, my little sisters. We are ageless always. I agree with you. Yes, yes, yes. It's all that happy, positive energy that we just have naturally. It keeps us looking young. And, we're very optimistic. Okay, and I need to get over here on this here chat and throw out these here. This here, throw it out. Remove. And put in time out there. Sorry about these little sex bots that keep showing up over here. Let me just get them out. Clear them out here. Okay, let me throw out a few more. Keeping things clean here. Perfect. All right. And Danielle says, I believe there are several definitions of femicide, like 7 of them. Okay, let's see. All right, so we saw that one there. All right, let me share the screen again. All right, okay, so you see, here's another one over here. This is femicide. Femicide or femicide is a hate crime which is broadly defined as the international killing of women or girls because they are female. But definitions of it vary depending on the culture content. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Here's another one. Femicide is the sexist violence against women because of a patriarchal system that believes in the inferiority of women themselves. It's a crime that discriminates. It is not just a murder of women, but a M of women because they are women. Wow. All right. Thank you, Danielle. Uh-oh, here we go here. All righty. Yes. All right. I'll be 52. So I guess I'm the puppy in the group here. Not by much, though. Superstar Graham said, I am trying to understand how these people afford to be on the run for 30 days plus. Yeah, well, how do we know that they're actually on the run if nobody's really looking for them? According to Nancy Grace, it's not hard to find, right? So maybe they're not even really searching for them. Yeah. And then, too, we heard the mom and sister say that nobody's been detained. I agree, Superstar. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. It feels like they're just giving a story, though, for real. Oh, I'm going to share that. Sorry, y'all. But, okay. So, did I get all of that? Let me see how long this one video is about them killing the women. And that's kind of too long. I think I'm going to find a couple more clips from what's going on here with Shanquella. And then we could start coming in for a landing. Because we've been going for an hour and a half. And I do have a few more. Let me see here. A few more videos that I was struggling with if I wanted to put out there or not. Oh, yeah, and then for our moment of speaking, to mention the names of our fallen sisters.
I can't believe.
Oh, oops, sorry. Already did that one. All right, yes, Danielle. All right. And then Vanessa Jones says, oh, they on the run. You think they on the run? I think they just walking around like ain't nothing happening to them because nobody is, they did it in Mexico. They probably feel like they getting off scot-free and they just want everybody to stop talking about it so we can just move on. Like, y'all stop bringing all this heat to it. Talking all this stuff, telling on everybody. Let's see, what is this? Oh, okay, man. Yeah, I won't do that one. Oh, I already did all this stuff over here too. All right, so okay, let me finish reading. I got a couple more comments coming in here. Superstar Graham said it's not making sense at all. Yeah. Yes. And I wonder if their families will be held accountable for harboring, what do they call it? Harboring a fugitive, but they're not fugitives, right? So like what crime are they breaking? Because they're not, they're not being looked for. They're not, they're not wanted. No one's looking for them. So is their family committing a crime? The FBI is waiting for all of us to quit talking about Shanquella to make the case go away. Wow, so it'll just be like a cold case. I was kind of feeling that too because I didn't notice that even the search, it's almost like they trying to turn the light off, like, and like I said yesterday, I had struggled. I was going to speak about, they had arrested the guy they feel is responsible for the rapper Takeoff's unaliving. And I was going to talk about that because, like I said, y'all earlier, I have 2 sons. So my interest is not only just going to be for women because, I still have to think about, I have sons too. And I love my sons. And so I want to do things that help them out too, because one of the things that I felt like had put Takeoff in the wrong place at the wrong time was the fact that, they were out there playing dice, like they were out there playing prison games and acting like, so sometimes you have to remove yourself from situations once you grow and evolve, or, you're in a different economical class, like, you don't want to play, prison games, gambling and dice rolling, because when have you ever heard of a dice game that went well, right? All dice games go bad. They all go bad. They go wrong. They go left. Like it's not a good, don't do it. Do not do it. So, right. Okay. So let me go on back here and find one final thought video. Uh-oh, I've got another question over here or comment. Let's see. The FBI needs a team of 8 women. They'll find them quickly. 8 women. You think the 8 women will find them? What's so special about 8 women? Danielle. Sad. Superstar Graham says, I don't mean no harm, but I feel like her glad Molly isn't making enough noise. I don't understand what that one means. I don't get that one. All right, so let me see here. I'm gonna just see. Got one more here. Facts. Definitely never gamble with strangers. I know, huh? Yeah. And then too, once you get a big crowd like that, you want to think about that too. If you get into a certain area, a certain status, you have to remove yourself from that type of ghetto life, like, right? Sometimes you just have to say no, or be like, I'm out of here. I'm not gonna, you have to, I don't know. Just be smart, people. And I'm talking to the young men because, when people are gambling, or you have to learn how to look, listen, and feel for tension. People mad because they lose the money, right? And everybody's going to be strapped. So what do you think is going to happen, right? So you want to be in tune with that kind of stuff. Be in tune. Superstar Graham said, I meant her family. Let me move back up. Let's see. I don't mean no harm, but her people not making enough noise. Maybe, I don't know. More facts here. Yeah, don't gamble. Not a good thing. 8 is a good round number. Yeah, it's a good number. Good for everything. 8's a good positive number or a magnetic number. And Max said 5 people gambling and 10 people watching trouble. Wow. Yeah, it looked like it was a bigger crowd than that. A way bigger crowd than that. Yeah. So, all that to say is that, you have to warn your young men, too, about these kind of things. Like, hey, people getting together, shooting dice, it's not, something's not going to, it's not going to end well. These dice games, they never end well. They never end well, especially when someone's losing a significant amount of money, right? Don't end well. Like Navy SEAL team. Like Navy SEAL team. Okay, so let me see here. I got one. No, not that one. I'm gonna do one final video. Then okay, this is a good one. I didn't add her, but we did a video from her before. Let me go. I'm gonna go to my girl Unbossed Unbiased since I've already added her, and she's got a nice collection of pretty brief videos, and she gets right to the point. She does great with the investigation. I love Unbossed. Does good work. All right, so let's go ahead and click over and find one of her videos, and then we're gonna analyze one more, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. I thank y'all so much for tuning in here. Wait a minute, is all this new? Okay, yeah, I read that one. All right, so we go over here, and then we're gonna just take a peek. Let's just look at the front screen, and then we'll see what's going on here. If there's something new, I'm gonna share this here screen with y'all. Look at there. All right, so that's us. Look at us right there, y'all. That's us. All right, share the video too, so we can get some more people over here. Maybe I'll start talking some more. All right, so here, okay. So, okay, this is what I was going to talk about this yesterday. I'm going to go over there and talk about this because I already got some tips. Did y'all hear about this story here? This was so sad. And yeah. And then too, this isn't like a rare something. This has happened. There's, other stories of children unaliving their parents, especially the mother and stuff too. So there's going to be some good signs and symptoms, so you can look out, know what to look for, because they said this kid had rage issues. All right, so here's something else. Oh, that's a long one there too. Okay, so we've got a few little things here. Can we just finish Miss Gossip Girl? Now she's live again. All right, so I'm about to wrap this up for show now, for real. And I thank everybody for coming out. Let me see, make sure I got all my little questions and comments here. Yes. Okay, here we go. Superstar Graham said that wasn't their first time gambling where someone got hurt. Yeah, and then there's one video that I saw. This one guy, Trey King, he had pointed out that there's this, I guess there's one rapper, there's someone else who had got unalived there in Houston, and that same, crowd, pretty much like gangs, I guess, was there and had, some explaining to do. And Vanessa Jones says, you can please show us on your skeleton what vertebrae was broken on Shanquella's neck and back. Please, because people don't understand what was broken. Okay. So this one doesn't have the actual head, right? So they said that she had an axis. So basically, this is what hers would have looked like, right? The head was knocked off, right? Because the skull was sit here. So they said she had the, axis was knocked off. So her head was knocked off here. So when they saw her, y'all saw how her head was kind of dangling, it would look just like that, right? And then I remember there was in the vertebrae there. So it would have been part of this here where the kind of the S is at. And y'all saw how the back was bowed out. And then when she went to continue to attack her head and stuff like that. So, yep. So it would have been here for the back break, and then the neck would have been right up here at the top. Right here's the axis there. So she just pretty much, knocked her head off the axis. So we had this here and then there. So, yeah. Thank you for asking, Vanessa. Yeah. And Danielle says, that's good, Vanessa. Yes. Okay. She's agreeing with your question there. The first gambling game resulted in a jeweler getting unalived. Oh. With that same group of people? Okay, I didn't know that. That's true, Superstar. Okay, you heard about it too, huh? All right. Let's see. 6'1". That's amazing. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's see the statistics of women over 6 feet tall. Oops. Oh. Many. Uh-oh. Come on, keyboards. You don't think it's what about the NBAs, the WNBAs? Those women, don't they be mostly over 6 feet? Oh. What is wrong with my computers here? You don't think that those WNBA women be over 6 feet? Here you got some stuff here. How many women are 6 feet tall and over? Let's see. All right, here. All right. So here's Superstar Graham say, why do they even do this with all the money they got? I guess enough isn't enough. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have a certain status, you need to be smart enough to say, I'm not going to be doing these dumb, silly, with these regular people and stuff, right? And then think about how many gambling dice games do you know that has ended well? That's been, ended with a positive outlook and good things. Okay, so here go the statistics for these women here. All right, so according to this here this Microsoft Bing, what percentage of American adult women are 6 feet or taller? Uh-oh. Less than 1%. Wow. There's a cool website you can use to calculate your height percentile compared to other people in your country. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Great question there. So less than 1% of the women in America are 6 feet or taller. So, Dejanay could have been that 1%. Who knows, right? All right. So excuse me, I'm tall and I have quite a few tall female friends. Yep. The basketball team, everybody on that team be tall. All right. See, Superstar Graham says, yes, the same group. Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah. So like I said, I saw, man, I probably gonna have to go on to show this video of, no, I got some more questions here. Danielle says peer pressure makes them go back to hood games, caring about what others think. I agree with you. That's a great point there. They want to feel like they still connected and all that stuff. That's why I want to caution you all to be aware, right? Because, worrying about what people think, you're going to put yourself in a position to be surrounded by people who could possibly be very envious of you. And then, look what happens, right? Because I did hear that the guy that they arrested was a rapper too, right? And he was mad because one of the other guys, one of the other Migos was, no, I think one of the other Migos was the one losing some money or something, and he was talking some crap. All right. So Superstar Graham says, can you talk about Meg the Stallion too? I wonder if she was really injured. I did a video. Let me go and look at that. But I didn't do any more research on it. I think too that I'm just gonna play a little part of the video that from the little information I had got. Actually, let's go ahead and see what the latest news is talking about this hit Meg the Stallion. I think the guy is supposed to be, being charged or something like that. Meg. To see what's going on with her. Let me put on here in the shooting thing. Shooting, shot in the foot. Oh, okay. Yeah, this here, Tori Lanez is the name I remember. All right. Let me just see if I can find a little short one here. I was really scared. Okay, this is going to be a little CBS story. This was 7 months ago, and it's only 1 minute and 18 seconds. And this one is supposedly coming from Meg's mouth.
In the last couple of years,
Sorry, y'all. All right, here we go. About to share this here. All right, so this here is looks like Gail. All right, so here we go.
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go. But that's like normal friend stuff. Like we fuss about silly stuff all the time. Mm-hmm. But I never put my hands on anybody. I never raised my voice to.
I believe her. Y'all see how she got super emotional there? She could have been attacked. This could be, could have been attacked because she's a woman and stuff. And these men are so angry and bitter and why so angry at us, hate us.
It shouldn't have got this crazy. Right. So I get off the car and it's like everything happens so fast, and all I hear is this man screaming, "Dance, bitch!"
Oh.
He shot a couple of times.
Oh.
And I was so scared. In the car shooting from the car? He is standing up over the window shooting. And I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick. Because I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot.
That's horrible.
Super important. I don't know if he can shoot me and kill me.
Oh.
Were you afraid for your life? I was really scared.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There was an argument.
That was horrible. Poor Megan. That's horrible. Oh, man. I never heard her speak on it. The video that I did was a clip from Unbiased and Unbossed, where there was a lady that was talking about how these men do this, abuse to the women and get away with it. How this guy, has been, disrespecting the restraint order, all these different things, and was able to shoot her and get away with it, and then to put her on display like that. This sounds wow, that's horrible. Poor thing, and it just shows how it doesn't matter if you are a celebrity or any of these kind of things. Like this kind of stuff could just happen to you just because you're a woman. That makes sense, Danielle. Let's see, what did Danielle say? Okay, about this. Peer pressure makes them go back to the hood games, caring about what others think. Okay. So he was thinking that was a good one. Okay. So, ooh, poor Megan. Oh my goodness. Loretta Johnson. And see, when you recall that's why, like, before I even finished to hear her say that, I can tell that she's coming from a place of truth, because just when you see her to recall, to think back on what she's getting ready to say, the whole fear comes right back. And how sad to know that your attacker is just walking around like nothing happened. Danielle says, I do believe Meg was shot. That's not hard to believe. Let's see. Queen Bee says Dejanay has hands long like an XY chromosome the more you look at the scene. Like I said, the video is grainy, so I can't just judge from the video. But however, the movement and the mannerism to me didn't look like moves that a female could get off into. So it does look a little suspicious. Tori is a tiny coward. Is that the one? I need to look him up, see what this guy looks like. Tori. What's the name again? Tori something. I forgot it. Okay, anyway, I'll have to look it up in a second because I forgot what the name was. Something. Anyway, let's see. Laughing out loud at Danielle. Meg is tall as well. That is true. Isn't that why they give her the nickname? I think she's like 5'10" or something like that. Yep. Danielle's pointing out you representing for the tall women, huh? She say, let's see. Superstar Graham says, I'm not sure, Danielle. I'm not a Tory fan or a Megan fan, but her injuries confuse me. I want to know from medical. Like I said, this is, I don't know. Let's see what they say about her injuries. This is my first time to hear about it. And like I said, the one lady said that, she's got the bullet is still in her foot. So, but I don't know. Let's see here if there's any shooting. One other quick one here. Oh, okay. Tori Lanez. All right. So let's see here. Jury selection underway for rapper. Oh, so this is a real thing then. This was a day ago. Jury selection underway. Oh, let me share it with y'all. Sorry. Here we go. I'm reading from this here. It says jury selection underway for rapper accused of shooting Meg Thee Stallion. Oh, that's the video right here. All right, here go a little 2-minute video. Let's see what it goes.
Charged with 1 count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and 1 count of carrying a loaded concealed firearm in a vehicle, Lanes is formally indicted yesterday by the Los Angeles DA's office. He is set to be arraigned Monday in Los Angeles and faces 22 years and 8 months behind bars.
What?
Today on Twitter, he says, in part, time will tell and the truth will come to the light. A charge is not a conviction. If you have supported me or Meg through this, I genuinely appreciate you. Megan initially stayed quiet about the alleged July 12th altercation, where she was shot in both her feet following a party in Hollywood, requiring surgery to remove the bullets. But in late August, the chart topper publicly named Lanes as her alleged assailant during an Instagram live broadcast.
You shot me, and you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying. Stop lying. I tried to keep the situation off the internet, but you dragging it.
Megan also explained her hesitation to cooperate with authorities, citing recent instances of police brutality against Black people.
As soon as the police tell us, I'll get out the car, the police is really aggressive. Why would I tell the laws somebody got a gun in this car and this shot me? So I can get shot, you can get shot, she can get shot, he can get shot. I didn't tell the police what happened immediately right then because I didn't want to die.
Last month, Lanes addressed the controversy in the lyrics of his album Daystar, accusing Megan and her team of trying to frame him for the shooting. Many critics opted not.
All right, so he said trying to frame him for the shooting, but he didn't deny that there was a shooting.
To review the album due to the allegations, but those who did widely condemned the hip-hop star for exploiting the trauma of a Black woman. Despite the July incident, Meg
he made a rap about it? About shooting her?
It focused on her career. She landed her second #1 single, WAP, with Cardi B just 1 month after the incident, and was recently named one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people in the world. Last week, she served as the musical guest on Saturday Night Live, where she called for social justice during one of her performances.
We need to protect our Black women.
Yes, come on, Meg. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we need our Black women.
That's right. Okay, that went bad. Oops. Sorry. All right, so that was really quick. What y'all thinking on that? I don't know. It seems like a real thing to me. And then they wouldn't be making this court and all this stuff if it wasn't, nothing to check off into. Right? How y'all feeling on that? No? Y'all not buying it? All right, so I'm gonna finish up these comments and I'm gonna let y'all go. Okay, I did that too. Okay, I did that. All of that. Oh. All right, professional if she was injured. Professions if she was injured. I guess, for her dancing. Okay, let me go here. I'm not sure, Danielle. I'm not a Tory fan or Meg fan, but her injuries confuse me. I want to know from medical. Yeah, I'll keep searching for it. We'll see. But that's what we've got there now. Superstar, we all only know that if Meg released her own medical records. Oh, okay, we would only know that if Meg released her own records. Superstar Graham said, that's true, Danielle, but I'm saying based on the photos that she took of her ankle. Oh, there's photos. Okay, let's see if we can find some photos of her ankle. Let's see, shooting photos. Interesting. Okay, so they just give me photos of her. I don't see any photos of an injured foot. And see, Superstar Graham says, I am only confused because she said she didn't see who shot her originally. Yeah, but I think she said that because she was scared. Like she just said there, she didn't feel safe and comfortable. And a lot of women don't feel safe to report the abuse because they're scared. Because nothing happens to these abusers. So a lot of times, we've been conditioned to just keep quiet about it, right? And just be grateful that you still here. So I think she was scared. I think she was scared. Yeah. All right. Tori raps about hurting women. Really? Okay, so then, yeah, there we go. Wow. This is sad, y'all. This world we living in right now, things are, really on the sad note, for real. But on that note, I'm just grateful, that we're still doing here, keeping the justice for Shanquella Robinson. I'm just going to take one quick search and see if I could find. There was an article on my son's daughter. I mean, my son's sister. Excuse me, from the her body being found, like I said, the cold case for her situation from 10 years ago. And now, I used to be able to pull it up, but, I guess it's been so long, nothing shows. Nothing shows. And it's just really super sad how after, so much time goes by, they just, people, they just become cold cases and nobody does or says or stands up for them anymore. It's just on to the next something. So that's why I'm grateful that we are still here speaking and shedding light on this, so we could get some justice and also get some retro justice. So thank y'all again for all the support and love y'all, and see y'all on another video. Peace and love.